Welcome back. I'm Shannon Holmes, and this is going to be my first full-length video of how to use your suspension system. So some people call it aerial, I call it suspension. It's a little bit different than using the sulks. It's more stable, there's handles, and the big thing, it's adjustable, so it can move up and down. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with, I put a video up a while ago of just the basics. So if you need any descriptions on how to do any of those, you can refer back to that video. But here we're just going to go through and we're going to start to go a little bit less talking, except for when we get into poses that we haven't done. So we're going to stand tall, make sure that the hammock is right around the pubic bone, and you're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to nod the head, roll through the spine, press out. Good. Stretch it out. Good. And then curl from the tail and come all the way back up. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now staying with a nice flat back, you can take the hands a little wider if you want. Make sure not to jam and hurt your shoulders. Good. From here, we're just going to go ahead and swing over to one side and really push this arm out. So get a nice stretch. Nice deep breaths, and then come back to center and go over to the other side. And reach. Good. And come over to the other side. And over to the other side. Good. One more time. And over. I know that I'm getting cut off. It's very hard to record aerial because there's so much movement. And over. Good. And come back to center. Good. Give a nice final little stretch. Might feel this in the hamstrings. It's fine. Curl from the pelvis and roll all the way back up. That should feel quite nice. Now you're going to go ahead and take the hammock. And you're going to take it around the hips. And you're going to walk forward into it. You're going to hinge forward. Good, and you're going to let yourself come down. So it's coming right into the crease of the hips. It's not in the belly. Again, go back and watch that video if you don't know how. Good, and you can lift the legs. Good, and you can just hang out and relax. You can take your legs up if you wish, getting a nice stretch through the quads. Good. You can get a nice little back bend. Again, watch safety. So you need to know your body if you're doing this, especially by video. Good. Nice deep breaths. You can go from side to side. So it's all about just sort of warming up and getting some space in the body. Good. You can even do some like nice little shoulder circles here. So if you've been part of all of the lovely ice storms, you might need this. Good. And then you're going to come up, take the feet down. Good. To come up properly, you walk forward. I have a wall here, so I'm just going to walk up. Good. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and take the hammock behind us. There's a little fuzzy floating in the air. And you're going to come back, right back into it. I'm going to move my handles out of the way, just because they're a little bit in your view. Good. And we're just going to go over to one side, and up, and the other side. And up. Now I'm going to let the handles go so that you guys can see the arms. Again, you can refer back to, good, that original warm-up video that I did. The basics, over and up. Feels really lovely. And up. Good. One more time on each side. Reach. And up. Good. And then you walk the feet in. Good, and we're going to bring ourselves up. Good. So, now that we're all sort of nice and warm, we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to start by sitting in the hammock. So, one of the things that I'm famous for in the suspension system is called jumping jacks. Now this is, it's a little bit more advanced. You're definitely going to feel the burn the next day. So you're going to take the handles, you're going to move the handle out of the way. So you can have them in the same S-hooks, in the same loop, on your strap if you want. You want the handle to go about a foot below your hammock. If that seems scary, you can lower them down even more because we're putting our feet into them. So you want to stretch the fabric out. This is super important, okay? Alignment in this is everything, okay? You might want to do this the first time with a friend watching you so that because you can fall. But if you pay attention, your hammock will catch you if that happens. Knock on wood, okay? So you're going to take the foot in and you take the heel in, okay? It doesn't matter if the toes are in. You take the heel in and you step in and you take your sliders and slide them down just above the knee so that you can pop your knee in and out. Now the handle's going to be there, but just don't worry about it. Then you're going to do that on the other side. You're going to move the handle out of the way. You're going to get your foot in. Take the heel in. Good. Slide the slider down. Again, make sure that you can pop the knee in and out. Okay, so now this is important. You take your arms around behind the hammock and you're going to grab onto the short handles. Okay, you need to take your knees out, bring the feet underneath your bum, and you're going to push and stand up. So you're going to press and come up. Okay, good. From here you can keep a hold of these, but I find that I squeeze up in my shoulders. So, and as you get used to it and you get more confident, you're probably going to grab these. You're going to grab the longer handles, okay? Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to do warrior two. So you're going to bend the knee, pop it in. So this helps to stabilize your knee, and you're going to press out, and you're going to reach. So you might only go here, okay? Careful where you go because you don't have anything to help you back but yourself. Press the hands down, shoulders wide. Good, and really stretch it out. Good, and then come back up. And I always like to just have my feet touch because that's a source of stability. Okay, then bend the knee and go out and stretch. Good, press down into the handles, nice big inhale. And exhale, press back up. Good, and clip, good again. Bend, okay. These toes are facing the wall, the other toes are facing forward. Press out. Good, nice deep breaths. You have to keep squeezing into the deepest abdominals. So I always have this conversation. Come back up. Good, let's switch sides. Pop the knee in. That suspension is more along the lines of Pilates than yoga. Because in Pilates, it's really about engaging all the muscles and pulling into the core. That's a lot of what this is. And pull back up. So you really do need a really good sense of availability and stability. So careful how wide you go, at least until your brain figures it out, okay? Good. Then what we're going to do, we're going to keep a hold of the lower handles. So what we're going to do, this is what's going to hurt tomorrow, is we're going to do our jumping jacks. Okay, so while you're in the air and I'm talking, you might already feel your inner thighs burning. This is going to add a whole nother level to that inner thigh burn. So you can cross your ankles if you want while I'm talking. Be tall. You're going to tuck the tailbone under. So when I say scoop the tail or tuck the tail, imagine when a dog's been bad and it sort of tucks its tail between its legs. So what that does is it gets you out of your back. You need to feel like you're pulling up on the pubic bone so you can feel your core working. Okay, now also don't squeeze the shoulders up, pull the shoulders down. So think about pulling up into your core and pulling down into your core. Okay, very important. And also be tall. So think about pushing into the feet so don't collapse. Okay, ready? We're going to start with the feet parallel. We're going to go out and in. Good. Out, careful how far out you go, and in. Keep the feet parallel. Make sure that they're not turning out because that's lateral. Okay, out and in. Good. 3, 2, and in. Good. 1, and in. Ready? Now, we're going to do a count. We're going to do what's called beats. So you're going to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out and in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. And in. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. And in. Remember to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. And in. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. And in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2. Good. And 1. And out and in and cross. Or if you need to sit, you grab onto the hammock and you need to sit your bum back because you need to get the hammock underneath your bum. But we're not done yet. So, take a breath. I promise when we're done this, you're going to get a nice little stretch. Okay? Promise. So, ready guys? If you've been sitting, push down. Let's make our way back up. Okay, ready? Now we're going to go lateral. So now we're clicking our heels. There's no place like home, right? So, ready? We're going to go out. And now you might be able to go wider, right? And in. Those of you who want to play with this, you can actually grab your short handles. And you gotta, it takes a little bit of muscle in the arms. But you can actually go out all the way and then come back in. But it's a lot of arm because your legs can't do that or else you're going to hurt your groin. So that's only for my stronger people. You can work into it, right? You can even come down and work one leg out, right? Work the other leg out, sort of like a bar class, right? So just watch, okay? The other thing about aerial or suspension is you don't need to do too many to feel the effects of it. So it's all good. Ready? So we're going to do the same set, only we're going to go from 1 to 10. So you're going to go out and in, click once. Out and in, click 1, 2. Out, 1, 2, 3. Draw in. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross or sit. Take a breath. Good. Now you get a little bit of a reward. Okay? Keep the feet in the straps. Go ahead and sit down. Take the bum down. Good. Hopefully you're feeling, I'd say good, but I don't think good is quite the thing that comes to mind right now. So, what we're going to do, you're going to take a little bit of weight into the feet. You're going to move the hammock behind the shoulders. So my arms are out. You're going to take your hands and fold them on this side, the far side. Take your head into the hands and then extend your legs. And this should feel quite nice. You can bring the feet together, right? And so I don't know if the camera is going to catch this, so I do apologize for the positioning. But you can drop down, so sort of come into a bit of extension. So think about your sit bones. Those are those two little bones pointing straight down to the ground. Or you can curl and come up. So think about doing a Pilates imprint. So, and then rolling back down, which is going to get a really good stretch, and then curling and coming up, which is going to stretch the front. So do both, okay? And you're going to feel the inner thighs. You can take one leg out and stretch it out. You can let the other foot come in and take the knee down if you wish. Nice deep breaths. So getting a really good inner thigh stretch. Nice deep breaths. You don't have to take the foot down here if you don't want to. It's totally fine. Good, and then come back out. Take the other foot in. Drop the knee down. Nice deep breaths. If it touches, it touches. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Mine just happens to. Nice deep breathing. Good. So it feels pretty good, right? No? Yeah? This part should feel good. It's just stretching. And really try to feel those inner thighs stretching because tomorrow you will be sore. I have one person who did these and I think she did 5 of them and she couldn't walk for like 2 days. Just 5 like out and ins and having to stand up. and I heard about it. Okay, come back out. Good, and you can go both legs wide if you want. Good, nice big stretch. Good, yeah. And then come back in. Good, and again from here, straight legs in front. Great stretch for the hamstrings. You can curl and come up, and you can actually open up behind you. So nice deep breaths. Just opening up. You can let the legs go too. Good. And then slowly come back down. Good. Now, to get out of this, you can either just take your feet out and put them on the ground, or to practice, because a lot of suspension stuff is upper body strength. So you can also grab onto the hammock. Don't grab onto the handles because they're not attached, so they won't give you the stability you need. You grab onto the hammock, you push down into the feet, you bring yourself up, swing the hammock under your bum, and sit down. And then you can take your feet out of the straps, if you want. Good. So I'm going to take the handles off. Just, am I taking the handles off? Yeah, we'll take the handles off. Just because they're going to get in the way. I'm sure once I get inverted, I'll regret doing that because I'll probably want to do something that needs the handles. But we're going to take them off. So you should feel pretty good. What we're going to do is, and again, I'm sorry, I do have to have my back to you. We're going to come in. You're going to reach around. Okay, and we're going to go back. So I do have a separate video on how to hang. So again, if you need the specifics on how to hang, please go find that video. I'm down. Okay, I've been doing this for probably 7 years now, 8 years. So I'm pretty used to it. My head's probably gonna go red, and I think I have a vein that pops out too. It's awesome, right? Really sexy. So we're just gonna hang for a moment. Good, and you can actually take the hands out to T, and then let your spine, so then you just let the waist go, and it gently pulls you back. Good, so don't force it. That's the big thing. Press the hands down and just let gravity do its job. Nice big breaths. Good, then we're gonna come up and then see if we can place the hands down. So that takes a little bit of work to do, but that's okay. You can try. And then let the body go back. Nice big breaths. Good, and then we're going to come back to center. Good. So other things you can do. The very typical aerial moves that everybody sees in every single ad for aerial, which is kind of nice. It's kind of fun. So you need to keep the one leg locked in. You take the other leg out, and you let it, you need to keep this tight. You let the leg roll back behind you. If you don't, if you take the leg straight down, you're probably going to fall out. Now, if you can reach back and grab the foot, and then you open up. So you press the foot into the hands and draw the heel away from the bum. Not too aggressively, don't hurt your knee. Nice deep breaths. You can also just let it hang, and you can support yourself. Don't push up. If you push up when you're down, you're going to push yourself out of the hammock. Okay, to come back in, you pull the knee out and hook the leg back in. Okay, it's also good if you wear cotton pants to do this. Don't wear slippery pants because you'll slide out. Okay, so, and also for ladies, watch what top you wear. So it's amazing where they can go. So take the leg out. I don't know if you can even see this leg. Come down, grab on with the hands or hand, right? You can take one arm out, one arm down. You can take one arm down here, right? Stabilize so you're not twisting. Nice deep breaths. And just open up. Don't overextend the neck. Nice deep breathing. And again, probably by now my face is really red. So go ahead and put the foot back in. Good. Now other things that you can do when you're here is you can actually interlace the hands around the skull and the jaw. And you can just gently use, so you're not yanking, you're just using the arm weight to draw the head down. Breathe. The number one important thing when you're hanging is to breathe. Good. And then you can come back. Good.
if you can squeeze in and go out. Now you can use your hands to help you a little bit here. Eventually you're going to do a whole sit-up, okay? But we're not going to do those today. But you want to squeeze and you curl in and then come back down. So the head does lift a little. Squeeze and come down. This takes us into something else that we do a lot, is you can come up and press the legs down and get a nice stretch here. So from here you can let go and just let the feet dangle. Have a picture of me like this. Good. Nice deep breaths. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and come down. I always like to tell people to cross their ankles. That way they don't let their legs go too wide and fall out. Ready, guys? We're going to take the legs out and come up. And just take a moment and let your head rest. So let all the blood come back. If you need to take breaks, take your breaks. Come up, see if you can come back down. The big key here is taking nice, slow, deep breaths. So you actually might see my face changing color while I sit here and talk. So just make sure that you're okay to continue. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do Shavasana. Yeah, right? It's probably one of the only reasons I joke around and say that's why people come to my classes, is because it's like, this is the bomb. This is where it's at, is Shavasana in the hammock. And anybody who has done it will definitely agree, because it's pretty amazing. So you may need the straps if you're taller and you can put your feet in the middle strap. What you do is you tuck your bum right in the front. Now I'm 5'3.5", so I don't need to have the straps on. So if you're about any taller than that, or if you have a longer torso, you might need the straps. So just hook them in, same place, and then use the middle ones. You're going to roll back, and you're going to tuck your feet in, if you can fit, and move your head right to the end. Now, I don't know if you guys can see me, okay, but I look like a little cocoon, and it's pretty awesome. And from here, you can swing, right? So I'm trying to reach the wall here. There. And you can actually tuck the feet in, let the arms hang out overhead, and just breathe and relax. Good. And then just allow yourself to sink in. So tuck the tailbone under. Good. Let the belly sink into the spine. Let your legs relax. Wiggle out your toes. Nice big breaths. Relax your face and your jaw. Relax your hands. Take some nice big breaths. Close your eyes. Good. Nice deep breaths. Good. So you can stay here as long as you want. I'm going to stop the video now because you don't need to see me enjoying Shavasana. And have a wonderful day. Enjoy. Comment below if there's anything more that you want to see. Let me know, because I'll do that for the next video. More to come, guys. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day.